What is good? What is good, my good YouTube people? We're back for another animated chapter of Chainsaw Man, and what it feels like a back-to-back of actual chapters that I'm actually comfortable that we're getting. This chapter was very nice, mainly because it was a Nayuta chapter. We don't get too many of these, and it's nice to give a focus on Nayuta because Nayuta is one of the most interesting characters that we see but we don't get too much of. So I really do appreciate this chapter. I honestly do. And it was a great chapter. I did enjoy myself this chapter. I'll wait another 2 weeks, but I still enjoy myself this chapter. It's a give and take with Tatsuji, and it sometimes feels like he's taking too much. But I digress. If we're going back onto this chapter, as I said before, man, this chapter truly was about Nayuta, and it was so good. We got to see so many forms of Nayuta this chapter. Mainly, I want to say her childish to kid-like stance, because in this entire chapter, I felt like Nayuta was just a kid with superpowers. Like, it honestly felt like a child fighting adult battles. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, the chapter left me a little very wondering. Like I was at the back of my seat saying, "Oh shoot, Nayuta jump, Nayuta dodge, Nayuta kick him in the nuts." Ah man, the Chainsaw classic, the Denji classic, and that kicking that guy in the nuts is a prior representation of this chapter of Nayuta in this chapter too, which she's learned so much from Denji. And the best thing about this chapter as a whole is when Nayuta tells Denji, "You thought you didn't need me, huh?" I'm not gonna lie, that was smug, but I was so happy, and I really hope Denji heard that, because I really do feel like they need each other. I love their connection. I even went back to some of the older chapters to read that. It's just so nice. I really did like those two being together. And I really hope they reunite as quickly as possible. That's honestly the greatest thing about this chapter to me. I love that moment so much. I also have to say, this chapter was truly a desperate fight for Nayuta. Nayuta was so desperate, she asked Fumiko, useless Fumiko, the fraud, for help of all people. And in Fumiko fashion, when I think she couldn't disappoint me anymore, she completely 180 and said, "Listen, man, I choose to live." I'm not gonna lie, I'm back in my mind, I'm actually thinking to myself that Fumiko is more competent than she lets on. She just plays the fool just so she can do less work, or she's truly evil. Because this honestly just might be the case. Like, because how can you be this bad at every single thing you do? Like, Fumiko might just be the most useless character. Like, K-Bonnie is a funny, useless character. But when the time comes, she can just do greatness. But Fumiko, she's never had a single moment where you said, "Ooh, wow, damn, where did that come from?" Like, it's never that. It's always whamp whamp. Like, this character is sad. Her best feat was leaving. Like, that's it. That's literally it. And on the topic of feats, we even learned Nayuta's feats, man. She is not Miss Machina. She only has 3 people per chain. That's actually interesting. Now we actually getting a limitation of her powers. We're learning so much more from her. And this chapter really does make me feel like Nayuta is just such a child, like an actual human child within this chapter. Because compared to Machina, she's in a far more dangerous situation. She doesn't have the contract with the Prime Minister that practically gives her infinite lives. She only has 1 life. I also have to say, the final panel within Burnin and the gun and Nayuta. I'm sorry. Tatsuji's a heartless person, but he's not that heartless. I don't think he got it in him. The dogs, it's looking to be 90% they're gone. I can't hold off hope anymore, man. It's most likely, but not Nayuta. No, not like this. A lot of people are seeing this like Nayuta sacrificing herself for Denji, but just like with Paichida and just like with Power, there's no trash can, so there's not a full sacrifice. I think Nayuta is really going to survive the next chapter, and we have to wait another 2 weeks, but I actually can't wait. It's great. It's great. We're on a good run. We just go back to week. But until then, what do you guys think, man? I actually had fun this chapter. I like chapters with characters that I like and I don't get to see too much of, and get to explore them a little more, show me more sides to them. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. It's been me 3, and stay animated.